This is currently what I'm trying to deal with right now. What the hell? Let's just get in with the video, shall we? So today I'm really wanting to do something green. I'm just wanting to combine a lot of green tones into one eye look. So I kind of went through my collection of eyeshadow palettes and I've lifted like 4 palettes which have a good selection of greens in them. So I have the EYN Brights palette by Beauty Bay. I have the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This is the Dark Magic palette. I have the Anastasia Subculture palette and I have the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Meadow palette. The first palette I'm going to take is the Dark Magic palette by Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to take this shade here, which is Potion. I have the Vault, but I honestly don't know if I've used any of the shades before. I'm just going to be taking this shade just on a small tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to just focus this shade first of all just on the outer corner by packing that shade on. It should be quite interesting to see how this palette actually does perform, because obviously there was quite a lot of controversy around this palette whenever it first launched, and then Morphe had to take back all the stock and everything, so I actually bought the Vault the second time round. So I've just stopped packing on this shade just at the crease, but I think I'm now just going to slightly bring it up a wee bit higher. I'm not doing any blending motions just yet, because even whenever you're packing like that, you're still in a way blending it as such, if that makes any sense. I know it makes sense to me, but if I just keep on going up the ways like that, I'm still blending it. And again, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing as I was doing here. Just going in packing motions and keeping that in the crease. Okay, so I'm now also going to take the NYX Ultimate palette, this wee one here, just on the Makeup Addiction Precise blending brush. I'm going to take a mixture of this one as well, and I'm just going to start by blending that just right over the top of that Potion shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my god, that looks awful. What the fuck? Oh my god, that looks so bad. We'll make it work. We always seem to make it work, so I'm not panicking just yet. And then I'm just going to take that very first brush that we used, not taking any more product on the brush. I'm just going to try and blend that out. So I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette again. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Inside Job. Funnily enough, before I actually started filming this, I did swatch these onto my foot, to be exact, because I was like sitting on my bed with my legs crossed, and like I hate swatching things on my hands and my arms because sometimes they end up staining, so I was just like swatching my foot. I didn't swatch the best. I'm not the best swatcher anyway, but yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to start by again just packing this shade Inside Job just on the outer and inner corner. So by the looks of it, I think we're going for a bit of a spotlight eye today. I'm just going to use Potion just to blend that shade out. So I'm still taking that shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette called Inside Job. I'm still packing up the inner and outer corner. Okay, so I'm just going to take the concealer brush that I used to carve out my eyebrows, which is the Makeup Addiction just concealer brush. I'm not being precise whatsoever here, so I'm just doing whatever. Then I'm going to take this clean concealer brush and I'm going to buff out those edges. I'm going to go into the green from the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics palette. Because we did apply the concealer, there is a sticky base there for the shadow to stick to, so it's actually working out quite nice. I'm going to take the Inside Job shade, so I'm now just going to go back in and darken up yet again the outer and the inner corner. This is one thing you have to always remember whenever you're doing spotlight eyes, is there is so much packing and blending required. So I'm just going to take this pigment from MAC, and this is from their Trolls collection. So this is in the shade Chartreuse. It's kind of just like a shimmery lime green. I just kind of think it would be nice just in the very, very center, just to make that bit pop a wee bit more. I'm just going to take this just on a detailed shader, and I'm first off just going to mix it with some MAC Fix Plus. I just like to spritz my brush first, and then I don't like to go into the product straight away. I just kind of like to wait just about 10-15 seconds. Give my nose a good old scratch. I always get such an itchy nose whenever I'm doing my makeup, I swear to God. And this piercing, I've noticed, doesn't really help. Oh, isn't that so lush? Oh, I love green shadow. And just gradually work my way up, because I want to bring it right up. And then I'm just going to take that blending brush. I'm just going to blend at those edges. I'm just going to blend out the way, so you're bringing the shimmer out the way and you're not bringing the dark mattes in the way. I want to just blend those. Yeah, so I'm now just going to wipe off that brush on my bed. Gonna go into the EYN Brights palette by Beauty Bay. Gonna take this shimmer yellow shade, and it's called Lemonade. Gonna spritz my brush again. Yeah, that's not really making a difference. It's not really showing up. No, it showed up a wee bit actually. Okay, so just before we start to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to do my lips and get that out of the way. So I'm just going to use the Primark Toffee lip liner. Then for my lips, I'm just going to use the Collection Cream Puff Lip Cream. Whoa. We are going for a really pale nude today. But I think I want to do on the lower lash line what I've done at the top. So inner and outer corner, I'm going to put down Potion, not wanting to make it too dark. So just going to spritz my brush, going to go into the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics palette, take this Poison Ivy green shade, place that just in the centre. I'm taking this centre shade Lemonade. I knew we would get here in the end. We always do. So I'm actually really happy with this turn out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. They'll be linked down below in the description box. Thank you again all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next one.